What if I just suddenly disappeared?
Wow, just blurt that out, huh? Sure hope this isn't foreshadowing in any kind of way.
Silence!
God fucking damn it, Sylvia! Before we start the video, I just have a few gripes to whine about. For starters, when Kids WB transferred over to the CW, they freaking dropped Viewtiful Joe! Like, what the hell? What is it, the pink scarf? What you got against pink? Kirby's pink? Fuck you! Second, they censored out a lot of stupid stuff like Joe's middle finger in the Henshin a go-go pose. You took his middle finger out of the English dub, you crack-smoking monkeys? What kind of tunnel vision shit is this? He's doing this, not this. Lastly, who told you to zip this up? I want names. Her signature move was zipping up the suit, but otherwise, she's supposed to be rocking that deep cleavage. The deep V-neck. Like this. See? It's not hurting anybody. Sir, are you hurt by this? See? He's fine. What you got against boobs, America? This was long before Miss Keene and Miss Bellum censoring. You're out of control. I'm gonna say this next thing to help you, not hurt you. You have a fear of bus, and I'm going to help you. Put your face in the cleavage right now. Motorboat these puppies, you bury your face in that bosom before I beat your ass. This video is for that one guy that always comments on my videos with the One Punch Man avatar, I think. Sorry, I forgot your name. I went to public school. That's my excuse for everything that's wrong with me. I mean, I would have searched the comments for your picture, but I got tired of seeing comments complaining about my new look. People. There's children out there getting drugged by babysitters and you're worried about my appearance. Priorities. Now, let's see if I can say something interesting about Viewtiful Joe. Viewtiful Joe is a companion anime to the now dormant video game series of the same name. It was both a fun and challenging series with crazy, colorful characters, my favorite being Joe and Sylvia. Speaking of which, I should really make a video about the video games at some point, especially Red Hot Rumble. But anyway, the show is about movie nerd Joe getting sucked into a land of films to save his sexually repressed girlfriend Sylvia.
Joe and me, alone, in the dark. Still no one here.
That's cool.
There's no point in even watching the screen when you think about it. Especially with me right here. You gotta admit I'm a whole lot more interesting. Well, hey, guess what? I'm a pretty rare item myself, and I'm not available anywhere else right now either.
He's given these awesome powers by his film hero and part-time Fupa Lord / doughboy Captain Blue, and he is then sent to become a hero in his own right. The show has a nice hard-shaded comic book art style, much like the cel-shaded video games, and I think it still holds up really well despite existing in a time before widescreen was a thing. It's a little odd that all the adults have these chibi-like, almost lolly shoulder body types, but at the same time it works. I mean, I never forgot how these designs look. And this property first made its debut in the early 2000s, so... And again, I really like this heavy black shadow style. The one big complaint I have is that the animation and the pacing of the show are both some of the slowest I've ever seen. A lot of these episodes, especially the early ones, just drag on and on. I've said before that OKKO excels at holding your attention and forcing you to stay awake during its episodes, right? Well, Viewtiful Joe kind of does the opposite. The episodes are 30 minutes long, or 22 if you want to be a stickler, but sometimes they feel like 40 to 50. And the fight scenes are animated so slowly, even the scenes where Joe is going Mach speed.
Okay, Maki!
The budget must have been really low here, which is a shame because I really like the art style. Can you imagine if we had the same animation quality as the video game intro? That'd be sweet. Did other people like Red Hot Rumble? I'm almost certain I'm the only one. I don't know, my cousin hated it. But instead we have this restricted animation as well as baffling camera directing.
Okay, I think we're both ready to play the scene for real now.
Oh, if I didn't have a real good reason why I gotta stay up here, you'd be meat right now.
That was unedited.
Oh, meat. Oh.
That was edited. Sir? Sir! Can I ask why you are jerking off the air? Sir! Put down that imaginary dick and come down here! I mean, get down here, damn it! So, at its core, the main focus here is the comedy, since the action is handicapped at best. What's interesting about the writing here is that it feels like an abridged YouTube series.
Where's Sylvia?
I'm warning you, you don't want me to come down there.
That is like such an old school bad guy rap, dude. Now try again, but freshen it up, you know? Dude, where am I? I mean, like, I know I'm in movie land, but like, what part?
Hey, partner, where you been? Just hold it in next time, okay?
Partner? Yo, I think you... Dude, I'm probably not like your partner if we never met. Not this same background again.
I half thought this is just how the American version was, but most of the American dub changes, aside from questionable censoring, except for the sexy Sylvia name change, that I understand. Wait, didn't Marceline have a song where they used the phrase sexy vampire lady? What, are we just picking and choosing what's offensive at random now? Aside from that, we just have Joe using a lot of teen lingo, according to the wikis anyway. Critics really hated this, but this is the Joe I grew up with as a kid, so call me biased, but it doesn't really bother me. Plus, I think the voice actor does a good job, especially since Joe does a lot of talking to himself until we get Blue Jr., and I never got annoyed by his voice, so, you know.
Can't be biased.
At the same time, some of the jokes are a little rough.
Yo, you're a freak and I'm a hero. There's gonna be some collateral damage.
Hero, huh? Well, I just ate, so how about half a hero?
I just ate. How about a motherf***? Was that really a sandwich joke? It's more comedy than action. No tension, and none of the characters are meant to be taken too seriously. The tiny background jokes can be pretty funny at times, though.
Now he'll never ever be able to present me with a V-Watch of my own. That means I won't get to be a real hero ever now.
That's too bad, isn't it?
Damn, lady, have a heart. Can't just be shitting on the kids' dreams, nah. Some of the villains' voices are pretty odd, but they do the job well enough. And the soundtrack is perfect for this show. I love the transformation theme that plays for Joe. Honestly, there's not much else to say. Joe, Sylvia, and Junior are all pretty likable. The plot is kind of whatever since the main focus is the comedy, and I kind of like how simple Joe and Sylvia's relationship is. Never been a fan of the asshole girlfriend that acts like an asshole at all times, and is loved and protected by everyone for being a walking, talking asshole. And thankfully, Sylvia is not that way. I even like her voice actor, who happens to be the same woman that talked for Beauty from Bobobo. Anybody here remember Bobobo? No? Yeah, that's fine. No one remembers Bobobo. Nobody fucking remembers Bobobo.
Beautiful Joe!
And sexy Sylvia!
Beautiful Joe!
And sexy Sylvia!
Beautiful Joe!
And sexy Sylvia!
That being said, what you see here is what you get, and I feel this show probably falls under the guilty pleasure category for a lot of old fans. Since it's not exactly cartoon gold, or anime gold, you can pretty much predict every single hero cliche minutes before it happens. But at the same time, the show has a charm to it that's kind of hard to deny. If you've never seen any episodes, I say check it out, if you're curious. But be warned that it has a very slow pace. But if you can get used to it, you might end up having fun with all the goofy awesomeness that is Joe. All in all, I feel the Viewtiful Joe anime is still a good show. I loved it as a kid, and while now a little older, I can say that I still like it a lot. I love the games more, but this anime still holds a place in my cynical heart. So that's gotta count for something, right? Anyway, tell me your thoughts on Viewtiful Joe in the comments below. Follow me on Twitter if you want updates on my next video. And if you happen to have any fan art for me, send it to the email in the description below. Link to Twitter is also down there. But before I go, let's take a look at the random comment of the week, shall we? This one comes from Pandorlo.
I'm sorry to say this, but you're fat than I void.
Yeah, well, yo mama.
Henshin a go-go, baby! Go-go, Sylvia!
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Hope you liked it. Gotta say, talking about the anime really makes me want to play some of the Viewtiful Joe games again. Oh, it's been years. My favorite might be 2 and Red Hot Rumble, since you get to play as Sylvia in those. Sylvia for the win! Might do a video on the games at some point if anybody's interested. Let me know. Anyway, remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one. This is Cap of the Navoid, signing out. Later. I think I do too much yelling in this one, my voice. I'm back, baby, but not really. We're tiny, we're toony, we're all a little loony.
Excuse me there, Mr. Bad Guy. Pardon me,
Yeah, what is it? Don't tell me. You'd like me to let you go.
so to speak.
Huh? Can't hear you.
Oh, man.